Welcome friends. So today we will be seeing test 3. Okay. Cambridge 19 academic test 3. Okay. Reading passage 1. You should spend about 20 minutes on question 1 to 13 which are based on reading passage 1 below. Okay. So this is the title of the passage. Archaeologists discover evidence of prehistoric island settlers. Okay. This is the title of our passage. So, as the title suggests that there must be something regarding discovery of prehistoric island settlers. Okay. So, what do you mean by archaeologist? Archaeologist means is a scientist who studies past culture and people by examining and excavating material remains. Okay. Discover means to find out, to find or learn something, okay, that nobody had found or knew before. Okay. Evidence means, what do you mean by evidence? Evidence means proof. Evidence means proof. Okay. So, the title of the passage is Archaeologists Discover Evidence of Prehistoric Island Settlers. Okay. So, as we are seeing that no ABCD is mentioned, so we will quickly numberize our paragraphs. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So we have total 9 paragraphs. Okay friends. So now let's see what different types of question they are asking in this passage. So our first question type is true, false, not given. Okay. So question 1 to 7. Do the following statement agree with the information given in the reading passage 1? In the boxes 1 to 7 on your answer sheet, write true if the statement agrees, false if the statement contradicts, and not given if there is no information. Okay. So now let's mark our keywords. Okay. So first one is archaeological research had taken place means they are talking about past. Okay. Archaeological research had taken place on the island of Obi before the arrival of Sari Shimpton and his colleague. Okay. So these are our keywords. Okay. So what they are saying here, they are saying that already archaeological research had taken place at the island of the Obi before the arrival of Sari Shimpton and his colleagues. Okay. Number 2. At the kilo sites, this is our keyword, okay? At the kilo sites, the researchers found the first clamshell axis ever to be discovered in the region, okay? What they are saying in this question, at the kilo site, the researchers found the first clamshell axis ever, okay? First clamshell axis ever to be discovered in the region, okay? Number 3, the size of the Obi today is less than it was 18,000 years ago. Okay, so these are our keywords. Okay. Number 4, a change in the climate around 11,700 years ago had a greater impact on Obi than on the surrounding islands. Okay, so these are our keywords. Okay, these are our keywords. Number 5, the researchers believe there is a connection between warmer, wetter weather and a change in the material used to make axes. Okay, so what they are saying here, they are saying that the researchers believe that there is a connection between warmer, wetter weather and a change in the material used to make axes. Okay, axis means a tool. Okay, it is a tool. Axis means a tool. Okay. 6th one, Sixth question. Symptoms team was surprised to find evidence of the obese islanders hunting practices. Okay, so these are our keywords. Okay, number 7, it is thought that the kilo shelters were occupied continuously until about 1000 years ago. Okay, kilo shelters, this is our keyword. Okay, were occupied continuously until about 1000 years ago. Okay, so with this we have marked our keywords for true, false, not given. Okay, so now let's quickly see our another question type. Okay, question 8 to 13. Okay, complete the notes below. Choose one word only. Okay, so this is very important. They are asking for the one word, then we will write only one word only. Okay, choose one word only from the passage for each answer. Write your answers in boxes 8 to 13 on your answer sheet. So let's see the title. This is the title of the complete the notes. Okay, archaeological finding on the OB. Okay, OB. So let's see, excavation of rock shelters. Excavation means, what do you mean by excavation? Excavation means digging. Okay, process of digging. Excavation means process of digging. Okay, digging of rock shelter inside dash near the village of Kilo revealed means disclosed. Okay, axis from around 14,000 years ago probably used to make canoes. What do you mean by canoes? Canoes means a light narrow boat. Okay, a light narrow boat. Okay, for one or two people that you can move through water using a flat piece of wood. Okay, known as paddle. Okay, canoes means a light narrow boat. Okay, 10, dash of an animal, evidence of what ancient islanders ate means here they are talking about food. Okay, dash of an animal, evidence of what ancient islanders ate. Okay, evidence of travel between islands. Okay, travel between islands. Okay, obsidian, a material that is not found naturally on Obai. Okay, a material that is not found naturally. Okay, so these are our keywords. Dash which resembled ones found on their islands. Resemble ones means similar ones. Okay, similar ones found on islands. Okay, it is thought that from 8,000 years ago, OB islanders, 8,000 years ago. So these are our keywords. These words, these numericals are our keywords. Okay, these all numericals are our keywords. Okay, we have to look for these numericals in our passages. Okay, it is thought that from 8,000 years ago, OB islanders may have switched from hunting to fishing. Okay, may have switched from hunting to fishing. Okay, so these are our keywords. Had dash as well as items made out of metal. Okay, here they are talking about some metal. Okay, we have to look for this. Had dash as well as items made out of metal. Probably took part in the production and sale of dash. Okay, probably took part in the production and sale of dash. Okay, so with this we have marked our keywords and complete the notes also. Okay, so now let's quickly read our paragraphs and let's find our answers. Okay, so friends, now let's quickly read our paragraphs and let's find the answers. Okay, so our first keyword, archaeological research had taken place on the island of Obai before the arrival of Sari Shimpton and his colleague. Okay, so this is our keyword. Okay, so now let's quickly read our paragraphs. Okay, so our first paragraph, let's quickly read it. Okay, in early April 2019, Dr. Sherry Simpson, okay, so this is our keyword, and his colleague from the Australian National University became the first archaeologist to explore Obai, okay. So what they are saying here, in early April 2019, Dr. Sherry Simpson and his colleague from Australian National University became the first archaeologist to explore Obai, okay. Okay, one of the many tropical islands in Indonesia's Maluku Utara province. Okay, the research team's discoveries suggest that the prehistoric people who lived on Obai were adept on both land and sea. Okay, both land and sea, hunting in the dense forest, foraging on the seashore, and possibly even voyaging between islands. Okay, so what do you mean by adept? Adept means very skilled. Okay, adept means very skilled or proficient at something. Okay, very skilled or proficient at something. Okay, adept means very skilled or proficient at something. Okay, and were adept on both land and sea. Okay, so they are very skilled. So people of Obai, they live both on land and sea. Okay, hunting in the dense forest, foraging on the seashore. What do you mean by foraging? Foraging means to go from place to place. Okay, foraging means to go from place to place. To go from place to place, searching for things. Okay, to go from foraging means to go from place to place. Okay, foraging means to go from place to place, searching for things, okay, that you can eat or use. Okay, searching for things that you can eat or use. Okay, foraging means to go from place to place, searching for things that you can eat or use. Okay, what do you mean by voyaging? Voyaging means sail or travel. Okay, sail or travel. Okay, so in this entire paragraph, what they are saying that in early April 2019, Dr. Sherry Simpson is the first archaeologist to explore Obai. Okay, the researcher team suggests that prehistoric people who lived on Obai were adept on both land and sea, hunting in the dense forest, foraging on the seashore, and possibly even voyaging between islands. Okay, so this is our keyword. Let's see our question, what they are asking. So our first question type is true, false, not given. Let's see our first question. Archaeological research had taken place on the island of Obai before the arrival of Sherry Simpson and his colleague. Okay, so in this, what they are saying in question, what they are asking that archaeological research had taken place. Okay, means they are talking about past. Okay, had taken place on the island of Obai before the arrival of Sherry Simpson and his colleague. Okay, and in paragraph, what they have given in paragraph, they have given Dr. Sherry Simpson and his colleague from Australian National University became the first archaeologist to explore the Obai. Okay, so both the statements are contradicting with each other. Okay, both the statements are contradicting each other. Okay, in question they are saying that archaeological research had already taken place on the island before the arrival of the Sherry Simpson and his colleague. Okay, and in paragraph, what they are saying, Dr. Sherry Simpson is the first archaeologist to explore Obai. Okay, so both the statements are contradicting. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, so we will write false. So we will write false in front of 1 in our answer sheet. Okay, we will write false in front of 1 in our answer sheet. Okay, I hope you understand. Why we have written false, because we have written false here because both the statements are contradicting. In question they are saying that before arrival of Sarisimtum and his colleague, already research had taken place. Okay, and in paragraph they are saying that Dr. Sarisimtum is the first archaeologist to explore Obai. Okay, so that's why we have written false. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, so let's see our another keyword. Number 2, at the kilo sites. Okay, so we have not seen anything regarding kilo sites till now. Okay, so we will move forward towards our next paragraph. Okay, let's see whether we are getting here. Our keyword is rock shelters. Okay, so let's move forward towards our next paragraph, that is second paragraph. Okay, let's quickly read it. The excavation means process of digging. Okay, process of digging. Okay, excavations means process of digging were part of a project to learn more about how people first dispersed. What do you mean dispersed? Dispersed means to separate. Okay, to separate and go in different directions. Okay, what do you mean by dispersed? Dispersed means to separate and go in different direction. Okay, the excavation was the part of a project to learn more about how people first dispersed from mainland Asia. Okay, through the Indonesian archipelago and into the prehistoric continent that once connected Australia and New Guinea. Okay, so what do you mean by archipelago? Archipelago means an extensive group of island. Okay, archipelago means an extensive group of island. Okay, an extensive group of island. Okay, the team's earlier research suggested that the northernmost island in the group, known as the Valesian Island, including Obai, okay, would have offered the easiest migration route. It also seemed likely that these islands were crucial. Crucial means important. Okay, crucial means important. Stepping stones. Crucial means important. And stepping stone means, what do you mean by stepping stone? Stepping stone is something that allows you to make progress or help you to achieve something. Okay. Crucial stepping stones on humans' islands hopping voyages through this region millennia ago. Okay, millennia means a period of time that is 1000 years in the past. Okay, millennia means a period of time that is 1000 years in the past. Okay, but to support this idea, they needed archaeological evidence. Okay, archaeological evidence means archaeological proof. Okay, they need archaeological proof for humans living in this remote area in the ancient past. So they traveled to Obai to look for the sites that might reveal means disclose. Okay, disclose, that might reveal evidence of early occupation. Okay, occupation means business or trade. Okay. Okay, so in this paragraph, what they are saying that the excavation was the part of the project to learn more about the how people first dispersed from mainland Asia, okay, through the Indonesian archipelago and into the prehistoric continent that once connected Australia and New Guinea. Okay, the team's earlier research suggested that the northernmost island in the group, known as the Valesian Island, including Obai, would have offered the easiest migration route. It also seemed likely that these islands were crucial. Crucial means important stepping stone on humans' island hopping voyages through this region millennia ago. But to support this idea, they needed archaeological evidence for humans living in this remote area in the ancient past. So they traveled to Obai to look for the sites that might reveal evidence of early occupation. Okay. So we are not getting any our keyword here. Okay. So our keyword from the complete the notes is excavation of rock shelter, and here our keyword is sites. Okay. So we are not getting any our answer from the second paragraph. So we will quickly move towards our third paragraph. So now let's quickly read our third paragraph. Just inland from the village. Inland Inland means just inland from the village. Inland means away from the border or coast. Okay. Inland means away from coast or country's border. Okay. Okay, away from coast or country's border. Inland means away from coast or country's border. Okay, just inland from the village of Kilo on the Obis. So this is our keyword, Kilo. Okay, Kilo on Obis northern coast. Shimpton and his colleague found two caves. Okay, found two caves containing prehistoric rock shelters. Okay, so this is our keyword, rock shelters. Okay, two caves containing prehistoric rock shelters that were suitable for excavation. Okay, with the permission and help of the local people, of Kilo, they dug a small test excavation in each shelter. Okay, they found numerous artifacts. Numerous means many, artifacts means things which are made by humans, okay, or made by hands, okay, including fragments of axes. Okay, so this is our keyword, axes, some dating to about 14,000 years ago. The earliest axes at Kilo were made using clamshell. Okay, earliest axes at the Kilo were made using clamshell. Axes made from clamshells from roughly the same time had also previously been found elsewhere in this region, including on the nearby island of Gib to the northeast. Okay, so what they are saying here in this line, they are saying the earliest axes at Kilo were made using clamshell, and this clamshell from roughly the same time had also previously been found. Okay, so these clamshell previously been found elsewhere in this region only, including on the nearby island of Gib to the northeast. Okay, as on Gib, it is highly likely that Obis axes were used in the construction of canoes. What do I mean canoes? Canoes means boat. Okay, canoes means boat. Okay, a light narrow boat. Okay, canoes means a light narrow boat, thus allowing these early people to maintain connections between communities on the neighboring island. Okay, so in this passage, what they are saying that they found two caves, rock shelters that were suitable for excavation. With the permission and help of the local people of the Kilo, they dug a small test excavation in each shelter. They found numerous artifacts, including fragments of axes, some dating to about 14,000 years ago. Earliest axes at Kilo were made using clamshell. Okay, as on Gib, it is highly likely that Obis axes were used in the construction of canoes. Okay, thus allowing these early people to maintain connections between communities on neighboring islands. Okay, so now let's see whether we are getting our answer or not, as we have found our keyword Kilo sites. Okay, we have found this keyword Kilo. Okay, so let's see in this second question. At the Kilo sites, the researchers found the first clamshell axis ever to be discovered in the region. Okay, so in this question, what they are asking that at the Kilo site, the researchers found the first clamshell axis ever to be discovered in the region. In the region means they are talking about the Kilo sites. Okay, and in paragraph, what they have mentioned, they have mentioned that with the permission and help of the local people of Kilo, they dug a small test excavation in each shelter. There they found numerous artifacts, including fragments of axes, some dating to about 14,000 years ago. The earliest axes at Kilo were made using clamshell. Axes made from clamshell from roughly the same time had also previously been found elsewhere in this region. Okay, elsewhere in this region, including on the nearby islands of Gabe to the northeast. Okay, elsewhere in this region, this line is important. Okay, elsewhere in this region, in paragraph they have mentioned that the earliest axes at Kilo were made using clamshell. Axes made from clamshell from roughly the same time is same. Okay, had also previously been found elsewhere in this region. Okay, and in question what they are asking that at the Kilo site the researchers found the first clamshell and axis ever to be discovered in the region. Okay, so both the statements are contradicting with each other. Okay, at the Kilo site the researchers found the first clamshell axis ever to be discovered in the region. Okay, and here what they are saying that axis made from clamshell. Okay, axis made from clamshells from roughly the same time and held up and had also previously been found. Okay, had also previously been found elsewhere in this region. Okay, so with these lines, has been found elsewhere in this region. Okay, so these both the statements are contradicting with each other. Okay, both the statements are contradicting it with each other. Okay, so we will write false in front of 2 in our answer sheet. Okay, we will write false in front of 2 in our answer sheet. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, let's see third number. The size of OB today is less than it was 18,000 years ago. Okay, size of OB. Okay, so in this paragraph we have not seen anything regarding size of OB. Okay, and our another question type is complete the notes, and here our keyword is excavation of rock shelter inside dash near the village of Kilo revealed. Okay, so in our complete the notes, excavation of rock shelters inside dash near the village of Kilo revealed axis from around 14,000 years ago, probably used to make canoes. Okay, so these are our keywords. Okay, these are our keywords which we have seen in the same paragraph only. Okay, in the same paragraph only we have seen the 14,000 years ago. Okay, and we have seen the canoes also. Okay, we have seen the canoes also. Okay, so these are our keywords. Okay, so what they are asking in this, they are asking that excavation of rock shelter inside dash near the village of Kilo revealed access from around 14,000 years ago, probably used to make canoes. Okay, and in this what they are saying, just away from the village of Kilo on Obi, northeastern coast, Shimpton and his colleague found 2 caves. Okay, 2 caves containing prehistoric rock shelters. Okay, our keyword, that were suitable for excavation. This is also our keyword, excavation. Okay, with the permission and help of the local people of Kilo, they dug a small test excavation in each shelter. Okay, in each shelter means they are talking about caves. Okay, they are asking for the caves. Okay, so excavation of rock shelters inside caves, CAVES. Okay, look for the spellings are very important. Excavation of rock shelter inside caves near the village of Kilo revealed access from around 14,000 years ago, probably used to make canoes. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, so our another keyword is 11,700 years ago. Okay, and in this our another keyword is size of OB. Okay, so now let's quickly move towards our fourth paragraph and let's find our answer. Okay, the oldest cultural layers from the Kilo site provided the team with the earliest record for human occupation. Okay, on Obey, dating back around 18,000 years ago. At this time the climate was drier and colder. Climate means they are talking about weather. WEATHER, weather. Okay, at this time the climate was drier and colder than today, and the island's dense forest would likely have been much less impenetrable. Impenetrable means difficult to enter. Okay, difficult to enter. Okay, impenetrable than they are now. Sea levels were about 120 meters lower meaning Obi was much larger island. Meaning Obi was much larger island, okay, encompassing what is today the separate island of Bisa as well as several other small islands nearby. Okay, so what they are saying, sea levels were about 120 meters lower. Okay, meaning Obi was a much larger island. Okay, encompassing what is today. Okay, in compared to today, Obi was a much larger island in past. Okay, the separate encompassing what is today the separate island of Bisa as well as several other small islands nearby. Okay, so here they are talking that Obi was a greater island in past. Okay, in comparison to at present. Okay, so let's see whether we are getting our answer or not. So the size, okay, the size, okay, the size of Obi today is less than it was 18,000 years ago. Yes, yes, the same thing they had mentioned in the paragraph. Okay, so we will write true in front of 3 in our answer sheet. Okay, we will write true in front of 3 in our answer sheet. Okay, how we are getting our answer? The size of Obi today is less than it was 18,000 years ago. Yes, the same thing they have mentioned here, that at this time the climate was drier and colder than today. The island dense forests would likely have been much less penetrable than they are now. Sea levels from here we are getting our answer. Okay, sea levels were about 120 meter lower, meaning Obi was much larger island encompassing what is today, okay, the separate island of Bisa as well as the several other small islands nearby. Okay, so we are getting our answer from here to here. We are getting our answer. Okay, from here to here we are getting our answer. Okay, the same thing they have mentioned in the paragraph and the same thing they are asking in the question also. The size of Obi today is less than it was 18,000 years ago. True. Yes, it is correct. Okay, the statement agrees with the information. Okay, so that's why we have written true. So we will write true in front of 3 in our answer sheet. Okay, so our another keyword is a change in the climate around 11,700 years ago has a greater impact on Obi than on the surrounding islands. Okay, so we have we are not getting our this keyword 11,700. Okay, and here also they are asking for 11,700 years. Okay, so we will, and in this paragraph we are not getting anything regarding this, so we will move forward towards our 5th paragraph. Okay, so now let's quickly read our 5th paragraph. Okay, here we are getting our keyword 11,700. Okay, so this is our keyword. So here we are getting our keyword. Let's see what questions they are asking. They are asking axis made out of dash dating from around 11,000 years ago. Axis made out of dash dating from around 11,000 years ago. Okay, and in this they are asking a change in the climate around 11,700 years ago had a greater impact. Greater impact means greater effect on Obi than on the surrounding island. Okay, so now let's see. Let's quickly read our question. Let's quickly read our paragraph. Roughly 11,700 years ago, as the most recent ice age ended, the climate became significantly warmer and wetter, no doubt, making Obi's jungle much thicker. According to the researchers, it is no coincidence that around this time the first axis crafted from stone rather than seashell. Okay, what they are saying, the first axis crafted from stone rather than seashells appear, likely in response to their heavy duty use for clearing and modification of the increasingly dense forest. While stone takes about twice as long to grind into axe compared to shell, the harder material keeps its sharp edge for longer. Okay, so in this paragraph what they are saying it is no coincidence that around this time the first axis crafted from stone rather than seashell appear. Okay, because of his heavy duty use for clearing and modification of the increasingly dense forest. Stone takes about twice as long as to grind into an axe compared to shell. The harder material keeps it sharp edge for longer. Okay, so in this paragraph they are saying that stone is quite versatile. Okay, it can be used for a longer period of time, although it takes more time, although it takes about twice as long to grind. Okay, but it is it is good in comparison to the seashell. It is strong. Stone axe is strong in comparison to the seashell. Okay, so let's see whether we are getting our answer or not. So in the complete the notes what they are asking. Okay, axis made out of dash dating from around 11,000 years ago. Axis made out of stone. Okay, I hope you understood this how we have choose our answer. Okay, what they are saying here, they are saying that first axis crafted from stone rather than seashell appears. Okay, appears means first time. Okay, so axis made out of stone dating from around 11,000 years ago. Okay, so that's why we have written stone, stone, stone. Okay, in our blank. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, and in this what they are asking, a change in the climate around 11,000. So what they are saying in the fourth paragraph, a change in the climate around 11,700 years ago had a greater impact on Obai than on the surrounding islands. Okay, so this we have seen change in the climate. Okay, we have seen this change in the climate. Okay, roughly 11,700 years ago, as the most recent ice age ended, the climate became significantly warmer and wetter. Okay, so this is the change in the climate. Okay, this is the change in the climate. Okay, because the here what they are saying, initially the climate was drier and colder. Okay, initially the climate was drier and colder. Okay, but now it has changed. It has now the climate has changed. Okay, the climate becomes significantly warmer and wetter, no doubt making Obi's jungle much thicker. According to the research, there is no coincidence that around this time the first axis crafted from stone rather than seashell appear, likely in response to the heavy duty use of clearing and modification of the increasingly dense forest. While stone takes about twice as long to grind into the axis compared to shell, the harder material keeps it sharp edge for longer. Okay, so we have seen the change in the climate. Okay, we have seen a change in the climate around 11,700 years ago. This thing we have seen. Okay, but had a greater impact on Obai than on the surrounding island. These lines we have not seen in the paragraph. Okay, so these lines are present and these half lines are not present in the paragraph. Okay, so we will write not given in front of 4 in our answer sheet. Okay, how we will write, why we will write not given? Because a change in the climate around 11,700 years ago, these lines are given, this half line is given, but this had a greater impact on Obi than on the surrounding island. This thing is not given. Okay, this entire thing is absent in the paragraph. Okay, this entire thing is absent or not given in the paragraph. Okay, so that's why we will write not given in front of 4 in our answer sheet. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, so now let's quickly move forward. Fifth number, the researchers believe there is a connection between warmer, wetter weather and a change in the material used to make axes. Yes, there is a connection. Why there is a connection? Because as the weather get warmer, wetter, the forest has become more thicker and more dense. Okay, so that's why the people of Obai, they need a strong weapon, strong tool to cut down the trees. Okay, so that's why they have switched from clamshell okay, from clamshell axis to the stone axis. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, so yes, this thing is connected. The researchers believe that there is a connection between warmer, wetter weather and a change in the material used to make axis. Yes, this thing is given. Yes, so that's why we will write true in front of phi in our answer sheet. That's why we will write true in front of phi in our answer sheet. How we have why we have written true? Because in the same paragraph only, what they are saying as the climate becomes significantly warmer, wetter, no doubt making obese jungle much thicker. Okay, obese jungle much thicker. According to the research, there is no coincidence that around this time the first axis crafted from stone rather than seashell appears likely in response. Okay, so that's why we will write true in front of phi in our answer sheet. Okay, that's why we will write true in front of phi in our answer sheet. Okay, so as the environment become warmer, better, okay, the forest becomes more dense, okay, due to which they had made first axis crafted from stone rather than seashell appears likely in response to their heavy duty use. Heavy duty use means means strong use. Okay, heavy duty use means strong use. Stone axis is much stronger than the seashell. Okay, seashell axis is delicate and stone axis is quietly strong. Okay, heavy duty use for clearing and modification of the increasingly dense forest, while stone takes about twice as long to grind into an axe compared to shell. The harder material, stone, they are talking about the stone, the harder material keeps its sharp edge for the longer period. Okay, the hard material keeps its sharp for edge for longer. Okay, so here they are talking about the stone axe. Okay, so that's why we have written true in front of phi in our answer sheet. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, let's see sixth number. Sipston's team were surprised to find evidence of the Obai Islanders hunting practices. Okay, hunting practices. So we have to look for our this keyword, Simpson's team, okay, and hunting practices. Okay, so let's move forward and in complete the notes. Here they are talking about the dash of an animal, evidence of what ancient islanders ate. Okay, here they are talking about the food. Okay, eating habit. Okay, what they are eating. So we have to look for this keyword animal. Okay, so now let's quickly move towards our sixth paragraph. Okay, judging by bones, which are the researchers unearthed. Unearth means reveal. Okay, unearth means reveal. Okay, which the researchers reveal in the Kilo caves. Okay, people living there mainly hunted. Okay, this is our keyword, hunted the Rothschild's cuscus. Okay, Rothschild cuscus, a possum like creature means they are talking about here animal. Okay, a possum like creature that still lives on Obi today. As the forest grew more dense, people probably used axes to clear patches of forest and make hunting easier. Okay, patches means part. Okay, part of forest. Okay, patches means part of forest. Okay, so in this paragraph what they are saying, people living there mainly hunted this animal, okay, for their food. Okay, and this animal still lives on Obi today. Okay, as the forest grew more denser, people probably used axes to clear patches, means to clear part of the forest and make hunting easier. Okay, so let's see whether we are getting our answer. So our keyword Shipton's team, this keyword we are not getting, and in complete the notes, dash of an animal, evidence of what ancient islanders ate. Okay, so what they are judging by, bones. Okay, judging by bones which the researchers unearthed in the Kilo caves, people living there mainly hunted the Rothschild's cuscus, a possum like creature that still lives on the Obi today. Okay, so judging by bones. Okay, so we will write bones of an animal, evidence of what ancient islanders ate. Okay, so that's why we will write bones here. Okay, I hope you understood this, how we are getting our answer. Okay, bones will be our answer. Okay, so let's move forward and let's see where our another keyword. Okay, evidence of travel between islands. Okay, so this is our keyword, travel. Obsidian, this is also our keyword, a material that is not found naturally on Obai, dash with resembled ones found on their islands. Okay, so now let's move forward towards our 7th paragraph. Okay, Shipton's team. Okay, so this is our keyword, Shipton's team. Shipton's team's excavation of the shelters at the Kilo site revealed a volcanic glass substance called obsidian. Okay, so this is our keyword, obsidian. Okay, it is a volcanic glass. Okay, obsidian, which must have been brought over from another island, as there is no known source on Obai. Okay, so what they are saying here, what they are saying in this paragraph, they are saying that Simpson's team's excavation of the shelter at the Kilo site revealed a volcanic glass substance called obsidian, which have must been brought over from another island, as there is no source of this obsidian on Obai. Okay, it also revealed particular types of beads similar to those previously found on islands. Okay, in southern Valencia, these findings again support the idea that Obi Islanders routinely travel to the island. Okay, they routinely travel to the different islands. Okay, so these beads have confirmed, these beads have support the idea that Obi Islanders routinely travel to the other islands. Okay, so let's see our questions. So 6 number, Shipton's team were surprised to find evidence of the Obai Islanders hunting practices. So these hunting practices we have not seen yet. Okay, we have not seen yet these hunting practices. Okay, so let's move forward towards our next question type. Dash which resembles ones found on other islands. Okay, dash. Okay, dash which resembled ones found on other islands. Okay, and we have seen obsidian, a material that is not found naturally on Obai. Okay, so let's see, resembled ones. It also revealed particular types of beads similar to means, what by similar to means? Similar means resemble. Okay, resemble. Okay, so types of beads similar to those previously found on island in southern Valencia. Okay, so we will write beads. Okay, we will write beads which resemble ones found on other islands. Okay, I hope you understood this. I hope you understood how we are getting our answer. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, types of beads similar to those previously found on islands. Okay, and the same thing they are asking, beads which resemble ones found on other islands. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, so our another keyword is, it is thought that from 8,000 years ago, this is our keyword, and 8,000 years ago, Obi Islanders may have switched from hunting to fishing, had dash as well as items made out of metal. We have to look for this metal. Probably took part in the production and sale of dash. Okay, so now let's see, and another keyword is, it is thought that the Kilo shelters were occupied continuously until about 1,000 years ago. Okay, this is our keyword. So now let's quickly move towards our another paragraph, 8th paragraph. The excavation suggests people successfully lived in the 2 Kilo shelters for about 1,000 years. Okay, but then about 8,000 years ago, both were abandoned. Okay, both were abandoned means both were left. Okay, both were abandoned. Abandoned means left completely and no longer used. Okay, left completely and no longer used. Did the residents leave Obai completely or move elsewhere on the island? Perhaps the jungle had grown so thick that axes were no longer a match for the dense undergrowth. Perhaps people simply moved to the coast and turned to fishing. People simply moved to the coast and turned to fishing rather than hunting as a means of survival. Okay, they turned to fishing rather than hunting as a means of their survival. Okay, so let's see whether we are getting our answer. So let's see. So 6th number, Shipton's team were surprised to find evidence of Obai Islanders hunting practices. So this type of thing we have not seen. Okay, we have not seen. Until now we have not seen this type of thing. Okay, so let's see. Another question, it is thought that kilo shelters were occupied continuously until about 1000 years ago. Okay, here what they are saying, they are saying that kilo shelters were occupied continuously until about 1000 years ago. Okay, but this type of things we have not seen till now. Okay, and here they are asking for 8000 years ago may have switched from hunting to fishing. This thing we have seen. Okay, this thing we have seen. Okay, they have turned to fishing rather than hunting. Okay, so now we will quickly read our last paragraph and let's find our remaining answer. Okay, whatever the reason for the departure. Okay, whatever the reason for the departure. Departure means, what do you mean by departure? Departure means leaving. Okay, departure means leaving or going away from a place. Okay, departure means leaving or going away from a place. Okay, whatever the reason for the departure, there is no evidence for use of kilo shelters after this time. Okay, until about 1000 years ago. Okay, what they are saying, there is no evidence for use of kilo shelters after this time until about 1000 years ago. Okay, when they were reoccupied by people. Reoccupied means retake. Okay, reoccupied means retake. Okay, reoccupied means retake by people who owned pottery as well as items made out of gold and silver. Okay, so this gold and silver is a metal. Okay, we are getting our another keyword, metal. Gold and silver is a metal. Okay, it seems likely in view of Obai's location, this is the final phase of occupation. Also saw the kilo shelter used by people involved in the historic trade. Okay, they are talking about business. Okay, historic trade or occupation. Okay, trade in spices between the Maluku Islands and the rest of the world. Okay, Maluku Island and the rest of the world. Okay, spices. So in this paragraph, what they are saying that there is no evidence for the use of kilo shelters after this time until about 1000 years ago, when they were reoccupied by people who owned pottery as well as items made out of gold and silver. Okay, so now let's quickly see whether we are getting our answer or not. So kilo shelters. Okay, it is thought that the kilo shelters were occupied continuously until about 1000 years ago. Okay, so no, this is these lines are contradicting with each other. Okay, why these lines are contradicting? Because here what they are saying, whatever the reason for the departure, there is no evidence for the use of kilo shelters after this time until about 1000 years ago, when they were reoccupied by people who owned pottery as well as items made out of gold and silver. Okay, there is no evidence. Okay, there is no evidence. Okay, and it is thought that kilo shelters were occupied continuously until about 1000 years ago. Okay, so these lines are contradicting with each other. Okay, from here. Okay, from whatever the reason for the departure, there is no evidence for use of kilo shelters after this time until about 1000 years ago. Okay, so from these we are getting our answer. Okay, there is no evidence. Okay, so we will write false. We will write false in front of 7 in our answer sheet. Okay, both the statements are contradicting with each other, so that's why we will write false in front of 7 in our answer sheet. And in 6th number, we are not getting anything regarding hunting practices. Okay, Sifton's team was surprised to find evidence of the Obais Islanders hunting practices. So this type of thing we have not seen in the entire paragraph. In this whole paragraph we have not seen that they are surprised by their hunting practices. Okay, so we will write not given in front of 6 in our answer sheet. Okay, so we will write not given in front of 6 in our answer sheet. I hope you understood this. Okay, we have not seen anything regarding Shimpton's team was surprised to find evidence of the Obis Islanders hunting practices. Okay, we have not seen anything regarding like this. Okay, so we will write not given. And our another answers, metal. Okay, metal, the head dash as well as items made up of metal. Okay, having dash when they were reoccupied by people who owned pottery as well as items made out of metal. Okay, gold and silver is a metal. Okay, gold and silver, they are talking about gold and silver. Okay, and head pottery, pottery. Okay, head pottery as well as items made out of gold and silver. Okay, here from here we are getting our answer. Okay, owned pottery. Okay, owned or had pottery, same thing, okay, owned pottery as well as items made up of gold and silver. Gold and silver is the metal, okay. Had pottery as well as items made out of metal, gold and silver, okay. I hope you understood this. Probably took part in the production and sale of, okay. So it seems likely in the view of obvious location that is the final phase of occupation. Also, so the kilo shelter used by people involved in the historic trade in the spices between the Maluku Island and the rest of the world. Okay, historic trade means they are talking about the production and sale. Okay, production and sale of spices. Okay, so historic trade means they are talking about production and sale of spices. Okay, so we will write probably took part in the production and the sale of spices, SPICES, okay, spices. Okay, with this we have completed our entire passage. Okay, we have completed our entire passage and we have found our all the answers. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, we have completed our entire passage. Okay, so this passage is from Cambridge 19. Okay, so try to understand and learn new things. Okay friends.